Hi guys, welcome back to Tara's Take. Happy Sunday. So today I am gonna do art journaling. Sort of. I'm gonna do it on a single sheet of paper. But I am going to have some fun playing with ink and paint and my Stabilo pencil and just maybe some gesso, maybe some, I don't know, we'll see. We're just gonna play. So I'm gonna put a couple of pieces of paper underneath because my desk is a complete mess. I've been playing all morning. And all I have is, I have some watercolor paper and I've turned it onto the opposite side. I don't really want the bumps on my image that I'm gonna do. So let's get started. So I have some clear gesso, a paintbrush. I have some various metallic paints here. Just some stuff that you guys have seen me use before. Nothing new. On that note, I've got some micro sprays and some oxide sprays. I have my stamping block that I'm going to use to spread some spray onto the paper. I have some tempera paint, a couple of stencils, just anything I think I might want. I've got my stamps here in my drawer. So yeah, if you're going to join in and do this with me, that's going to be the kind of stuff you'll need with you. So let's get started. So first I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put some gesso onto my paper. I tried this with and without gesso, and I did like the way that everything laid down better on top of the gesso. Without it, everything kind of sunk into the paper and not the way I wanted it to. So I'm just using a big fat paintbrush from Walmart. You can get this in their art department. It's a, however you say that, right there. That's what it is, okay? And I'm just putting down a thin layer, but I'm covering it from corner to corner, side to side, okay? Oops, and I've always got little hairs. It's my cats. I have all these cats. Well, okay, I only have 2 cats, but they shed. Okay. Now, I'm gonna pause for just a second, rinse my brush, and let that dry. Okay, guys, I'm back. So, I'm just shifting my phone just a touch. Okay. Anyway, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my block, okay, and I am going to bring in some sprays, and I'm just out of camera shot. I'm just spraying this onto the block, okay, and then I'm going to add some water and just begin to kind of spread this around wherever I feel like it. And there's a hair there. Oh, sorry. That's what happens when you have cats. Oh, I can't get it. There we go. Okay. I'm going to do that again. I've seen some people who use, I don't really have a very wet pad with my vintage photo. And I don't have an oxide pad right now. All I have is ink. So I am doing it with my sprays. And this is my first layer. Okay. I mean, I'm going to do multiple colors and multiple layers. But we love the vintage photo, and it gives us that certain look. You know. Just spray that on there. Oopsie. Yes, Tara's desk is full beyond what you can see, as usual. So how's everybody doing this beautiful Sunday? I hope that you've had a great day. Did you enjoy going to church or spending time with fam? Maybe you got to go out to eat. Let me know in the comments what you guys did today, what you learned in service. Now for me, it is Friday morning when I'm doing this video, so that I have not gone to service yet or had a service yet. And I have been home all day. It's morning, so I'm waiting for my new printer. I ordered a printer, guys, and I did get my computer, as you know, and so I am going to be back in the digital world business again here pretty soon. Really excited about that. So now I'm going to switch over here to, let's see. Gosh, just wish I had a little more space so that my clumsiness did not get to be so obvious. I'm going to use a little gathered twig here. I really like the impression this is drawing into. That's nice. Now, this one is really close to the vintage, as you can see. Not much of a difference, just a little bit. Let's do a little darker. Let's go with some walnut stain. That's a little darker, I think, or a little different tone to it. Maybe not quite so, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe they're pretty close, aren't they? Vintage photo and walnut. No, it's a little darker. You want to bring a little bit of depth to it. Now the other way I did that earlier. Now I'm done with those sprays, and I'm just gonna wipe off my block here. I am going to also bring in my Tim Holtz, the mica sprays, and I'm gonna hopefully, we'll see. The plan is I'm also gonna do something with my watercolor, so I had some good luck with it earlier. Okay, so now I am going to, well, I'm thinking, let me try this. I don't think this one's as wet. Well, it's not too bad. This is my ground espresso, which is quite a bit darker, I believe. Yeah. So I'm just wiping it on there to get that background effect. Getting it wet. Oh, I like that. Oh, hold on 1 second. My printer's here. Okay, you guys, it wasn't my printer. It was a package from one of you, Pamela. Thank you, honey. She sent me a Happy Mail, and I didn't expect. This entire box is full of stamps, and I don't even know what else. Yeah, stamps. And then there's an entire package here. Oh my goodness. We're going to take a moment because I'm very emotional right now. Thank you so much, Pammy. You didn't have to do this, honey. I appreciate you. Thank you for thinking of me. You guys, I can't even begin to tell you how much you guys have changed my world. I don't even know what this is, so this is, I have never done an unboxing in front of you guys with a Happy Mail. I've received a few of them now. I'm going to pull this camera up so you guys can see better. You got me, girl. I thought it was my printer, and when I opened it, I was like, wait, what? Oh, sorry. You know, it's very humbling to have people just bless you like this. It really is. Thank you. Oh. She wrote me a beautiful letter here. Oh my goodness, Pam. Oh. Sorry guys, very loud. This I'll keep to the side. That's for my eyes only. Oh my gosh, Mom, what did you give me? Honey. Oh, this paper is so cool. Oh, we're so weird, aren't we? We love our paper. Oh, gosh. Oh, my goodness. Oh, I've got cross die cuts. And all these cards with different... These are the ones from the stamps, I believe. Oh, the Lord's Prayer. Stamp without the black. Oh, and all these beautiful... Oh my goodness, cardstock pages. Oh, I love these. Oh, these are gorgeous. Pammy, thank you so much. Oh my goodness, look at that, you guys. Oh. Merry Christmas to you too, my friend. Yes, you made me cry. This is so sweet. Oh my goodness, this paper is amazing. Oh, you know I'm gonna hoard. You just know I am. I love this paper. Oh, look at it. Oh, it's so beautiful. We got some steampunk. Oh, my daughter would be going crazy right now. Oh, what is this? Oh, this paper. Oh, honey. Oh, thank you so much. Is this like linen paper? Oh, goodness. What is this? A list of... Oh, a list of different crafters online. Awesome. Thank you so much. Oh, no. Is this their paper? Pamela, you, oh my gosh. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, 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 I'm not going to pull them all. Oh, this paper is amazing. Oh my goodness. Monthly themed papers and cut aparts. Oh, you guys have to see that one. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? You see it? Oh, gosh. Oh, my goodness, Pam. Oh, and it's all double-sided. Oh, you have spoiled me, rotten girl. I will never want normal scrapbooking paper from the store again. This is incredible. I've never had this kind of paper. I'm like, oh, there's more. Oh my goodness. Pam. Look at it. Oh, look at it. I don't even want to stop looking at it. It's so pretty. Oh, look at that. Oh, man. Oh. You knew I was... my paper situation without my printer. Oh, goodness, Pam, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I'm going to cry again. I'm a very emotional person. Oh, oh, look at that. Oh, next year, Turkey Day, this paper is, oh, this is so pretty. Oh, this is just, oh, gee whiz. Oh. Oh my goodness. You know, I've got material or fabric that this would go perfect with. Oh, I don't want to tear the plastic thing. Oh, but I want to pull it out and look at it now. She got me started. Sorry, guys. I went from this being a art journaling video to this amazing... Oh, and this is so cool. Oh, I don't have any of this. Oh, this is awesome. Thank you. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, Pam. I needed acetate. I don't have any acetate. Oh, I can actually make some... Oh, we're going to do some specimen envelopes. Oh, it's going to be so fun. Oh, she's beautiful. Just look at this. You see? Oh. What's on the back side? Pam. Oh, my goodness. Oh. Oh, it's beautiful. Look at that. Oh, gee, whizzle sticks, girlfriend. My eyes are melting. It's so pretty. I can hardly still. Oh. Oh. Pam, honey, thank you. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Honestly, I'm going to pause for, wait, let's look at the last things. Oh, America Remembered. Oh, wow. Oh, look at these pictures. Oh, this is gorgeous. Oh, gee whizzle sticks. Here we go. Let's look at them this way. Let me see here. Oh, wow. You see? Look at that. Oh, these are going to make some amazing pages in a journal. Oh, I'm in love. I am in love. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh my goodness, there's also lace and ribbon in this box, not just stamps. Oh. Oh, gosh. Oh, honey, thank you so much for all of it. Oh, look at that beautiful, it's velvet. Isn't that pretty? Okay, guys, we're going to go back to work. I just got to pause and put this away. Pam, I'm overwhelmed. I don't know what to say, honey, other than thank you from the bottom of my heart. I love you. I'll be right back, you guys. Oops, didn't pause. Well, I took a moment to calm down about my beautiful gift and then read my note and started crying all over again. So, yeah, I'm just a blubbering mess. And, you know, it's amazing to me, God's timing. Because just this morning I was thinking about how I didn't really have any pattern stamps or stencils that I liked that were just like pattern, you know. And then she sends me this box with these rubber stamps with these patterns. Is that amazing? Or is that amazing? I mean, I love splatter pattern. I really, really, really do. I'm just amazed. I can't even. Pam, I gotta tell you, I love you, honey. And I'm so glad that we've met and become friends. I mean that with all my heart. And it does nothing to do with the gifts. That's just amazing. But you make me smile every single time I read a note from you. Every single time that you respond to a video or anything. Just a smile comes to my face, and I'm very grateful for you. I'm grateful for all of you, okay? All of you. But I just happen to be talking to Pamela right now. No, thank you, honey. Really. Wow, thank you. Okay, so we are doing this page, and I next wanted to add, I'm thinking it's nice and dry now, so that's good, right? I've brought along my my Kuretake, is it Kuretake? It's Kuretake paints, my favorite watercolors, and they just do some amazing stuff. And then I've also brought along these mica sprays again, because I really wanted to have a play and add them to it. And then I've got my heavy gesso and I've got my metallic paints. So the next step I want to take here is I want to add some more of the, let's see, do I want to do, sorry, I'm all befuddled. I'm all befuddled. I've been so blessed that I can't see straight right now. But I have to do this video because I'm way behind. I want to see something. I'm behind on, like, I haven't, I've had such a distraction with not having the printer and not being able to fulfill my work process the right way that I've kind of not been able to focus as much and do what I want to do. So I've like been, you know, working on other things here around the house. Now what I'm doing is I'm going directly onto with this one's a little bit lighter. It's a brush corduroy. And then I was going to use, let me see. Oh yeah. I wanted to come back on top with this as, and kind of give an effect of darker grunginess around the edges. Oops. And this is, of course, as you guys, most of you know, this will all get covered. I'm just building, I'm basically building a foundation for the whole, you know, and I love to layer with paper. Well, I also love to layer with everything else. And I'm just trying to let myself, you know, really get into this and do it with you guys like we've talked about, and stop being intimidated by what I feel is my lack. You know what I mean? We all have those parts of us where we feel like we lack, and mine is, believe it or not, I don't feel like I'm all that creative. And I know some of you would probably laugh at me for saying that, but I'm serious. Now I'm gonna go ahead and this one is, they don't say it on the, you've got to look on the lid to see what color it is because it's in Japanese, and of course I don't speak Japanese. This one is turquoise blue. Yeah, number 62. Yes, turquoise blue, which is one of my favorite colors in this particular set. Let's see, I also love the turquoise green deep. It's really nice. And I'm looking here really quick. Yeah, it's this one I want to do. So what I did a little while ago on one of them, and I'm going to kind of try and combine. I am getting this pretty wet through here, and then I am going to take my watercolor brush and just get it nice and wet, and I'm going to drop some colors onto here, and I'm going to let it run, and we'll see what we get. Okay, I want to bring in some color throughout this, and you'll see there's going to be quite a bit of color when I'm done. Can you guys see the, let me see. And I'm going to come over here. Kind of run it down this side as well. I think I added a little too much water for my own taste here on this side. So what I'm going to do is pull some of this, pick some of this up. Oh, I made some cool effects there. I'm still going to have to add some water, but I just don't quite want as much as I had. There we go. It's so weird. It looks so different to me in the camera. I wonder if I move this just a little bit so it's not pointing so directly down onto where my work surface is. Maybe it's... This thing's annoying. I'm sorry. My light. You know, I haven't complained about it in a while, but it's still as annoying as ever. Let's try to... There we go. It's a little bit better. So you can kind of see that it's very distinct. Okay. Now, I want to bring in... I'm just shaking this up really, really good. These are our Distress Micas. And what I have today is the copper or antique bronze. I have the fresh balsam. I don't know. Yeah, I think I will bring that one in. And then I have the blue, the winter frost. I really, really like these colors. And I hope you do too. I'm just gonna kind of bring them through. Am I close enough that you can really see what's going on? I hope so that you can kind of get a... I'm just bringing so that there's like that metallic look running through the... Okay. Come on, baby. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. This is that balsam, the green, gold. It's kind of a mix. Boy, it sure doesn't look like much until you really get to the end of it, you know? You ever feel like that when you do something like this? It's like, it's cool, but at the same time, you're like, oh, definitely don't stop here. At least that's how I'm feeling. I don't know about everybody else. I'm trying to be adventurous in front of you guys, and we'll see how it goes. Hopefully, I won't feel stupid at the end. I hope. You know what? The more and more we go along, though, you guys, I know that you love me. I thank you for loving me. That's kind of interesting. Now I'm going to pause and I'm going to let this dry, okay? And then let's see. Can you see the whole thing? Let me pull back just the touch. So if you can kind of get a picture. It's pretty, actually. It's kind of interesting looking. So once it dries, we'll see. Hold on one sec. Okay, guys, I'm back. So this took a minute to dry. I just let it dry naturally. Oopsie, sorry. And next, so as you can see, the watercolors that went down, those kind of have a sheen to them, but they are dry. And then we have the metallic of the micro spray. And I put a little bit in this corner. I brought a little bit onto this side. And then I brought a little of the blue down in the center there so that it would all kind of flow. Okay. All right. So now we're going to move on to, let's see, what do I want to do next? Okay. So I'm going to grab, I have a piece of cardboard over here. Not cardboard, cardstock. And I dropped my scissors a while ago. Let me grab them. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to cut down a strip real quick, and I'm going to cut it into smaller strips because I'll be using them probably up. And I am going to use these as spreaders. I was using, and this works good with, like I was using a piece of card, okay, like just a hard card. And this works good with the gesso, but like if I'm spreading it on a stencil, but I kind of like the cardboard, the way it kind of goes over the paper better than just the gesso, or than the harder card. So I'm going to be using these little papers like this. Just a piece. You can use it either way. You can even flip it as it gets, you know, as it starts to act up, because it will. And now I'm going to take some metallic paints. So these are acrylics. This one's a DecoArt. You can get these at Walmart too. Hobby Lobby. You can order them on Amazon. I'll try to remember to link them for you guys. This one is like a bronze. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead. And all I'm doing is dipping this into the edge. Okay, so I'm just, can you guys see that? Here, I'm going to scoot my board over just a little bit, so it's more in the camera here if I can. Oh, if she only had more space. That's how I feel. I'm like, oh, I just do not have the space. Here, I will try this. Okay. So you can see a little right here. Okay, that's my paint, and I'm just dipping that in the edge. I'm going to scoot this over to the right. Okay, there. Okay. So, anyway, so now all I'm going to do is I'm going to do some drags across, and just in various places. And I'm going to be doing this with a couple of colors, and then I will probably also do it with some white gesso. Just taking it in different directions. Okay? Very random. You can kind of see where you want it to be, you know. It really depends on you. Now this bronze is not showing up as well, but it's okay. It's subtle, but it'll be there in those certain moments when the page is turned, or if this gets broken down into, you know, a background for journal cards or whatever. It'll be a nice hint. And I'm going to wipe that up and go ahead. There's just a tiny bit there. I didn't waste a lot, guys. And I'm going to put some of the gold here. Now, there's one thing I have noticed. I really like the vibrancy of the color of DecoArt paint, okay? But I have noticed something. Their paint is very, what is it called? The medium they use is very, it comes to the top really easy, is the only way I can explain it. Like, and when you go and you pour it, to go use it, it's like all the medium comes out before the paint. So you got to make sure and shake it, is my point. Really, really good. Where the folk art, I've noticed, is much more thick and mixed well, because you do not have to do that with it. Okay. Now I'm just bringing in some gold. Of course, we're going to have some gold. You know me. Just, like I did before, just going in different directions, just kind of dragging it. Okay. What time is it? Oh, okay, good. We're good. We are good for time. We're only at 35 minutes. That's hardly anything for me. Can you believe my video yesterday was short? I was in there and out, man. I was like, yeah, I did it. Okay. Now I'm going to bring in some blue. And this one I have to shake really, really, really good, because it's Art Deco. Okay, just lay out some here on my desk. But I do love their colors. Oh my goodness. I mean, look at that. The vibrancy. Can you see? Here, let me scoot it up just a little bit. It's stuck to my desk. There we go. The little rubber thingies on the bottom are stuck. There. So you can kind of see it a little bit better. I put it on the black too. That doesn't help, does it? Okay. Now this blue really goes well with the micro spray that we used. And then the bronze goes really well with the other micro spray. So yeah, I just thought it was kind of a good combination. Now I'm going to grab a different, I want a little bit wider. Make sure this is the right end that's even. You know, where I cut it, I didn't measure it. I'm going to stand up so I can kind of see. Your paper is going to be buckly a little bit. That's okay. I'm just holding it down so I can kind of get a little bit more of a balanced pressure there. Well, that one's way too straight. Didn't mean to do that. Oh, looks like an H. We're going to have to detract from that with something else. I'll figure it out. Okay. And I'm just kind of sliding this at a more of a vertical, up and down into a straighter line. I just really wanted it to be grungy and chaotic. I kind of am, if you are on our Facebook group, you probably saw me post something that was similar to this. I want to do, I had 2 of you mention already you'd like to see a DigiKit with these backgrounds like this. So yeah, I'll probably be, once I get that printer here, I'll scan them in. And now, I don't know if that metallic will show quite as well, you know, on screen, or if it'll lose some of its luster, you know. Guess it depends on the scanner. I'll be honest, with my other scanner, every time I would scan something that had metallic or anything that was kind of, you know, shiny, it would dull. So yeah, it would lose a lot of its beauty from what I had actually designed it to look like. So, okay. Oopsie. Oops. Okay. All right. I know it doesn't, well, I'm the first one to critique my work, so to me, it doesn't, it's okay. It's okay. It's not done, that's for sure. Okay. I'm horrible about critiquing myself before I'm even finished. And I'm pretty sure a lot of you are as well. I think that we lean more in that direction than we do the other direction, which is to just go with the flow and enjoy it, you know? I think people are kind of critical of themselves for the most part. Some people have learned and gone beyond that. And I'm getting to that place where I'm like, okay, just let it go and be free, you know? But, okay. So now I'm going to pause again and let this dry. I'll be right back. Okay, you guys, I'm back. All right, so let's see here. I think we still have a few spots that are wet. Yep, I thought so. Okay, well, I'll avoid them. Because Cordy just texted me and said he's going to be coming home early. So his boss texted him, and it's only like 11:45. His boss said, you want to call it a day? And it's Friday, so he said, yeah. So I'm stamping here and hoping that these show up okay. There we go. I'm doing some of the Tim Holtz mushrooms. I don't know. I just thought it'd be cute in the background. I'm also going to do some words. And I'm going to stand up and do this so I can kind of get a grasp of where I'm at, and so that I don't. Because when you're sitting down, it looks so different, you know? Let's try my little, you all's little trick here with my sponge mat. See if I get it better. I know I will. Yep, a little bit. It's also the paint and all this stuff, the ink and everything that I'm going against, but let's see here. I'm also going to do like some words, and I'm trying to do this as straight as I can. You know me and stamping, where I have my good days, and then I have my not so good days. Let's see. Where do we need to put those? I think one more over here, probably. And then after this, we're going to add some, oh, and we need one like right over here. There we go. Yeah, we're going to add some gesso. And I was thinking that I might do, instead of my thick white gesso, I'm thinking I might try some of my heavy black gesso. I'm just going to grab it real quick because where did I put it? Oh, here it is. Okay. Because I had done, and this is the brand I have. It's the Art Basics, just a cheap one I got off of Amazon. I'm going to go ahead and sit some right there. No, anyway, I had done the white on my other ones, and it looks really cool. And I might do white too, but I just kind of thought that the black streaked through looked nice. And now, oh, and I wanted to do some of these. This little guy, this stamp. I could actually, well, I've got it packed back up in the box. I was going to say I could use the one Pam sent me, but I have it packed away already. So I'll just go ahead and use this one here, and I'm going to go around, and I totally overdo it with this stamp. I love it, love it, love it so, so much. Yeah. I just really do. And we're going to also use our Stabilo pencil around the edges and highlight the page with more black. Just love that. You can also use a paintbrush and, you know, do some splatters in that way. Okay, this paper is annoying me. It keeps bumping over into my pad over here, my ink pad. Yeah, so this is kind of cool. And then my hubby will be home. And we'll start our weekend, which, I mean, of course, we're not doing anything thrilling. You know us. By now, you guys know. Unless I tell you, we got a date. We're going to go into town and watch a movie or something. Oh, we did see a good movie, though. It was a kind of cool movie. It was different. It was just a nice little movie called The 100-Foot Journey. I guess that Oprah had promoted it from a book she had read. And Steven Spielberg had something to do with producing it and all that. But yeah, it was a really sweet story. I enjoyed it. So we watched that this last weekend and during the week, actually, because it was kind of a longer movie. And so we just took our time and watched it in bits, you know how I've told you we do. So now we've got some splatters. Let's do a few here in the center where they can just show up underneath stuff. Okay. All right. So tomorrow I will tell you, on Monday, a Mask Monday, I will tell you about my new printer. And I'll also tell you about the art programs that I've gotten. I say programs because I've gotten more than one. So let's try some of, oh, you know what? Before I do that, I want to do the edges here. Now, something that I noticed for me, and I don't know how everybody else is, but I was watching other people do this with their watercolor pencil. I don't have a watercolor pencil because I gave it to my daughter. I gave her all my watercolors. I gave her all my pencils. I gave her all of my art supplies as far as drawing goes in a big kit that I had. I hadn't used it in a while. I'll get me another one later on, I figured. But she needed art supplies. I bought her some new paper. That was all part of her birthday. And I hadn't seen her in so long, and I wanted to bless my little baby. So I went ahead and gave her all that that I had. Courtney had bought me a kit a year, maybe 2 years ago. And yeah, so I thought, well, you know what? I haven't used it in a minute, so I'm just going to give it to my girl. And now I'm using, the reason I'm telling you that is because I probably would be using a watercolor pencil for this, but instead I'm using my Stabilo. And I do love this pencil, the Stabilo. Do my hands look horrible or what? I have been art journaling all day. Anyway, so I'm just going around this edge, and now I'm going to come back. I went ahead and did the whole thing because earlier I was like back and forth, back and forth. And I'm not going to use a whole ton of water. My point was going to be that I like to just graze, I like very little on the tip of my finger, and just graze it across and just kind of skid that pencil. It would probably work a little different if I had the watercolor pencil, but I just want it, you know, I don't want it to be puddly at all. Okay, so I just want it kind of skidded. So I'm literally just barely moistening my finger. Okay. Just taking, and then I'm dipping it in some water I have over here in a jar, and I'm literally shaking my finger off, because if you get too much, you just want that moisture so that you can kind of graze it across there to get that little bit of a skidded effect, you know, without puddling your water or your pencil. And personally, that is my favorite. I love the way that looks. I just think it's fun. And the other reason I was thinking about using the black gesso, and I hope it doesn't mess it up, because you know black can be so strong, but I was just thinking it would be kind of cool looking to have it kind of dashing through here with the black. I don't know. We'll see. If I'm wrong, sorry. So I'm just gonna take a little bit, and this is a thick gesso, by the way. Okay, I have a thinner one somewhere, but not super sure where I put it. It's probably with my painting supplies, of course. And like I said, I'm probably also going to do some white. I'm going to stand up so I can see better. Okay, it's not, I don't want to use too much, but I think I'm trying to use too little. Okay. Oopsie, that's what I didn't want to do, was get too much. I'll have to come back in on it with some white. Or you know what, I could even come back over it with some more of that paint, the blue or the gold. And just kind of detract from what I've laid down here. Whoops, the card kind of flattened out on me. That was funny. Well, this is definitely going to be grungy when I'm done with it. That's for sure. Definitely a grungy piece. See, that's way too thick, so I will be kind of lightening that up. I wonder if I took, I'm thinking, if I took one of my strips of paper and made that a little more narrow, that would probably help to not be quite so overpowering. And it's still going on really thick. Okay, so I don't like wasting that much gesso. I don't even know why I put down that much, because I have a heavy hand. That's why. So I'm just gonna, believe it or not, I'm gonna tap this back into its tube, because I am not going to waste my gesso like that. So if you want to see what I'm doing, I'm just picking it up off my desk here and putting it back inside of its place. I do this with other stuff too. I do it with lotion if I spill some. I do it with shampoo. I do see, because it'll fall right back in there if you just put it on its edge. There. Yay! I didn't waste it. Okay. Now I am thinking that I may, that's probably what I should have done, was just some streaks. I hope I didn't mess this up, because I was kind of liking it. Now I'm like, I don't like what I did with the black. So now I just look like I have big black patches across my piece. That's not cool. Okay. Here we go. We're going to bring in some white. Hopefully this will help and not hurt. Isn't it funny? There's something magical about white gesso. It just kind of, I don't know, adds something to anything you add it to. It softens and oh, you know what I did want to do and I didn't? I wanted to, shoot. I should have done that before I laid all that stuff down. Darn it. I wanted to put some words. Let's see if I can still kind of manage to get some here. I may have to just end up coming back over it afterwards and doing them, but we'll see. This might work, I hope. This whole being like doing this kind of stuff is so new to me, so y'all are gonna see me going through a big learning curve with it, okay? Honestly. But you guys encouraged me to do this with you, so so I am, and I hope I'm doing okay. I know some of you are just like old school at this, you know, like this is stuff you've been doing for years. Some of you go way back in the art journaling scene. Not your girl here, so yeah, just have to deal with my my naivete. That's a nice way of saying my ignorance. Oh, praise God. And I'm just putting these everywhere. I just wanted some words in the background because, like I said, we're not done yet. So I keep having to pick it up because the glare from my light is just not good today. I can't see what I'm doing very well. Okay. All right. So now I'm going to keep going with my white. Trying to go over this black and kind of get rid of some of it and just have it show through a little bit, you know. Okay. Yeah, so today, oh, that was really thick. Today I found out that my computer, because it's this new computer links to my phone, which I'm sure a lot of you have that. I just have never, I mean, I probably had capability to do it before and just didn't, but this time I linked it. So now when I'm on pause with you guys, if I get a text, I can answer it on my computer. Yay! So that's what I was doing when I was gone. Hey, this is looking kind of cool through the camera. I'm not hating it. That black made me really not like it for a minute. Now I'm not hating it again. Yeah, so I was responding to Cordy's messages. Yeah, it was very nice. I like that. It's fun. It's fun. And what I'm going to do, which I did with my other one, was the one with the butterflies that you guys saw. If you saw, here, I'll show it to you guys so you know what I'm talking about. Some of you aren't on our Facebook group. So this is, as you can see, it's very similar. This is the one I made earlier. Okay. And then I also have one in my art journal book. Yeah, I went art journal crazy today, you guys, for some strange reason. Now, this was the first one I did. So, what do you think? Oh, wait, wrong direction. There we go. That's the first one. You know, not great. I mean, but not horrible, you know. Kind of fun. Different. Different for me. So, yeah. Okay, back to this. So yeah, I'm not disliking this one now so much. Okay. All right. Okay, let's see. All right, maybe one more, a little bit more white through here. Okay, go back so you guys can see it. And as Miss Pam on Paper Outpost says, no belly shots. I have a real aversion to having belly shots, I'll be honest. I've been paranoid about that since I started. Okay, now I'm going to do what I did on the other one, and I'm going to come back in with, what was it? My paint, that was it. So what I did was, with the other one, was after I got done with all of that, I'm going to lay out much less than I did before. Try to be good. I'm so heavy-handed with it. I laid out some gold and some blue. Can you guys see? Okay, yeah. Now I'm going to go ahead and this, I'm going to do one more time. I'm going to kind of streak back over where I have, where I have put the gesso. So we bring back in some of that, some of those streaks. And I just kind of mixed them up earlier. I just did whatever. I'm trying to make them straight. It's really hard for me to like streak across. I even have a hard time doing that when I'm oil painting and I try to do my water and my my edges and stuff. I struggle with going on a straight line. I don't know why. I guess it's my shakiness probably. I need to just get in there and do it and not think about it, I guess. Okay. I just want hints of it, you know, cutting through the picture. I really hope with my new, I'm going to mix those. I really hope with my new printer, I can get, oh, geez, that I can get that metallic to show up through that. I'm hoping the settings on it, or the resolution is enough that it will let it show, because it is so pretty when you can get it. And if I can do that, I think a lot of people would like those in digis, you know, some of the stuff. Because the stuff I come up with, you know, isn't the stuff other people will come up with. You know what I mean? Like I go in, I think I've mentioned that before. I love to go in and buy other people's things that they've handmade as far as in digital form. Because, not because I can't create anything myself, but because mostly I enjoy mixing it up, you know, and having other people's stuff too in my work. I just think it's fun. And I love having my own stuff, of course, you know that. But I just think it's kind of cool sometimes because I'm going to try something. I'm going to try something here. Because the stuff they come up with is going to be, you know, totally different than what I come up with. I wanted to look and see how this would spread with this card. Ooh, a little thick. Heavy-handed Tara. That's Tara. I love this mica spray. I really do. Me and blue and gold. You know how I am, and so yeah. Let's see. It's funny. All I did was just barely touch it on the desk, and it's it's coming up like super strong. I'm going to wipe this on my towel and use this again for this one. I was thinking in this form the rust would show up really well. Well, I'm kind of liking this one. What do you guys think? Am I just imagining it, or does it look kind of cool? I think if I use all of those backdrop colors, the balsam, the copper, that it will just kind of, oh wait, we better shake this up better. Okay. That it'll add something, you know, because you'll see it picking up from the background too, coming through. You know what I mean? You all get it. Let's see. And I get the balsam, and then I think it's going to be pretty much done. I love abstract art, and I always have. And so to be able to create even a little bit of that into my life makes me happy. You know, stuff like this. Just wish I hadn't skidded. Yeah, just anything that kind of gives me that feeling of the abstract, I love. Now this one is not really, I mean, it's there, but it's just very, very subtle. It's very subtle. Okay. I wonder what this would look like with like some of that sprayed over it. You know what I mean? Like the mica spray layered over the top. I don't know. Let's do a corner and see. I did the whole thing. Oh, it's pretty. It's going to be pretty. This is the copper. There. Once that dries, I'm going to pause for a second. Oh, we're already over time. Okay, well, here it is, you guys. I hope you like it. I hope that you had fun. I know it was in and out because of the drying periods, but it's very grungy, like I had hoped. So, praise the Lord. I like it. It's kind of fun. It's different. All right, you guys, I love you. I will see you tomorrow. Mass Monday. I love you. God bless you all so much. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.